I use Sensate Focus often to teach couples how to re-experience sex for the first time. So what's Sensate Focus? Basically, it's a massage exercise where two of you are in different positions. So one of you is the massager and one of you is the massagee, meaning you're being massaged. And what you do is you touch each other non-sexually, so no boobs, no butt, no breasts, no vaginas, no penises. You really focus on the non-sexual organs. And what you do when you're the toucher is you focus on temperature, texture, or pressure. How do you focus on temperature? Well, one thing you do is when you're touching your partner, you might notice parts of their body that are warmer or parts that are cooler. That's focusing on temperature. If you're focusing on texture, you notice the parts that are smoother versus the parts that are more rough. Elbow's kind of rough, see? And if you're focusing on pressure, you pay attention to how you can touch in different ways and feel pressure in unique new ways. Like, do you like to give a firm pressure? Or do you like a soft pressure? Do you like pressure more in different parts of your body? Here's the key. When you are in the toucher role, you are touching for your own pleasure, to enjoy those aspects of your partner's body. You're not necessarily trying to touch your partner for their pleasure. Now, in the touchee role, though, we don't want you to get hurt or feel uncomfortable, right? So when you're being touched, you have a couple jobs. One is to communicate to your partner if they do anything that's like irritating or painful. Say, hey, can you move out of that general location for a bit? And using a good communication skill is helpful. So like guide your partner a little bit towards something rather than away. So like say they've been rubbing one area for too long and it's just irritating a little bit. You can say, hey, why don't you move off that maybe to my stomach? Or why don't you use a firmer pressure there rather than a soft pressure? Either way, you're guiding them towards what might make it feel a little better for you. But then other than that, you really just enjoy being touched. And the way to do it is you take at least 10 minutes each to be in each role. So you get a chance to explore touch in different ways. And another thing that makes this kind of fun is you get to explore trying new styles of touch. So you can touch with your fingers, you can touch with your fingertips, you can touch with your fingernails, you can touch with the back of your hand, the front of your hand, you can touch with your elbow, your face, your nose, your hair. Part of this is really just a creative exploration. Like, how many different ways can I touch my partner and enjoy this? Some people suggest that Sensate Focus be done without sex at the end. There's different reasons for this, and you can do that if you like. I always let my couples decide what they want to do. If they really, really can't help it and they want to have sex at the end of it, that's fine for me. I do encourage them to sometimes try to do Sensate Focus without it, because part of the job of this homework assignment is to take pressure off sex. And I think sometimes people are so focused on that end result, like we got to get to sex, that they miss a lot of the stuff that really gets them in the mood for sex. So in many ways, Sensate Focus is teaching quite a few things. It's teaching you to value some of those precursor things. It also teaches you to be more mindful and present. Another piece that's getting in the way for people with their sex is they're so focused on got to get to the orgasm, got to get to sex, got to do this, and it has to be exactly this way, that you're putting pressure on sex and you're not even enjoying the wonderful steps along the way. And so couples who use Sensate Focus tend to do best if they do it regularly, and they use it in addition to some other pieces of their sex life. Like you can still have sex outside of Sensate Focus, or some couples will use Sensate Focus to just get comfortable touching and being vulnerable with each other again. And then that can start leading them back into sex. So if you've never tried it, I encourage you as a couple to maybe set a goal for yourself of trying Sensate Focus. I usually encourage my couples to try it daily if they can. If you can't, come up with a reasonable number, but aim high, because we almost never meet the goal. So if you aim low and you get lower than that, you're going to be really disappointed. Thank you.